Hi, I'm recording another video to make up for the ones that I didn't record this weekend. I'm home, my husband's at the gym, the kids are asleep, and I'm just thinking like I usually do during these times. And I had actually saw a couple things online and just kind of wanted to talk about them. I had read this article that was really good. Firstly, I'm going to talk about my son, so bear with me. He did not pass count, sadly, so his platelets were too low, and so we didn't start chemo today, which I'm super annoyed about because, like I said, I just really want this to be over with, and we only have 2 treatments left, and I was hoping to get that chemotherapy show on the road, so I'm a little sad about that. But, you know, that's cancer treatment. It is what it is. So yeah, anyways, what I wanted to talk about. So I read this really good article. It was called 7 Dating Trends That Need to Stop, and they really do need to stop. But honestly, they don't just apply to dating. They really apply to friendship, to I'm noticing my own self personally and dealing with people. And so I kind of want to talk about them, the first 5 at least, because 6 and 7 are kind of more dating specific, but the first 5 are actually really good because they do kind of deal with like friendship. And so I'm going to read off some of them and then kind of talk about them. So the first one was make a conscious effort to show how much less you care than the other person. And that is so true. I don't understand why people seem to be on this contest of I don't care. So you don't want the other person to think that you care when you actually do, or to know how much you care. And so you kind of have this like, oh, blah attitude about it when actually you really do care. And I really don't understand why people do that. Like, I just don't get why you feel like that's a positive way to interact with people. I am not one of those people that subscribe by the rules with dating or even with friendship or thing like that. Like, I'm one of those kinds of people, if you like someone, you know, tell them. You know, if you want to call them, call them. If you want to text them, text them. If you want to go out with someone, ask them to go out. Like, I don't understand why people play these games and act like they don't care when they really do. And then they wonder why maybe the person didn't stay wanting to interact with them, the person got tired of it and moved on. You know, you acted like you didn't care. And it seems like people in relationships nowadays are on this quest to show the other person just how little they care. And that's never a positive way to interact with someone, because obviously if you're dealing with someone and you feel like they don't care and you adopt an attitude that you don't care, then you really will not care. And the relationship will fall by the wayside. And it really didn't have to if you guys would have just let your guard down. Ugh. And been honest about how you feel about the other person and the relationship. And so I don't understand that, why that's an issue nowadays. Seems like. Number 2, taking screenshots of interaction and sharing it with the masses. This is so mean. I do not understand why people do this. It's such a mean thing to do. I could see if it was something comical, you know, like, you know, they said something funny, or you had a funny interaction or a funny exchange, and so you wanted to post that, or they said something really sweet. But to take the words that someone said and put it online for you and your friends to sit around and ridicule is super, super, super mean. I don't know why anyone would do this to someone. It's such a mean thing to do, so I don't get it. Number 3, hating being lied to but also lying to others. Oh my goodness. I have seen people that will get so upset with someone for flaking on them, and they flake on people all the time. Like, I don't understand why people do this either. It's just like, it's so many people say, oh, I keeps it 100. I keeps it real. And they really don't, you know. And it's like, I don't, you know, I want people keeping it real with me, keeping it 100 with me, and they don't keep it real, and they don't keep it 100 with other people. I do not understand that. Like, I don't get it. So to me, I feel like you should treat people how you want to be treated. So, and even if someone treats you badly, they flake on you, they do something on you, that doesn't give you carte blanche to go around and do that to someone else. Because going back to what I said in the first place, you should treat people how you want to be treated. And so you remember how you felt when someone did that to you. Why would you go and do it to someone else? So I really don't understand. That is like huge. Like, sometimes I'm just looking at people and I'm like, really? Really? Like, you're really upset about that? You are upset about that? Okay. So I don't understand that. Number 4, taking passive-aggressive shots at the person you are involved with on social media. People. Facebook users, Facebook friends, my homies. Stop taking passive-aggressive shots at people on Facebook. You got a problem with someone? Tell them. You don't like something they did? Message them directly. I can understand you maybe wanting to vent. Someone got on your nerves. They made you upset. I'm upset right now. I understand that. But if there's someone that you're trying to direct a statement at, it's so much easier if you just say it to them directly and they actually get it. Because honestly, I've had people take passive aggressive shots at me on Facebook. I don't take it. I don't like whatever they say. I go up and I just brush it off, because even if you put the outfit that I had on, if you are not about it enough to put my name on it and say this is for you, don't expect me to respond to something that you said, or oh, well, so and so must be upset with me. I don't care, because you didn't say it to me directly. Talk to people directly. Talk to people directly. Stop taking passive aggressive shots at people on Facebook. That is like the dumbest thing people do. I hate when I see that, because I'm just like, it's childish. Grow up. Talk to the person directly. We're adults. We're supposed to be able to talk to each other. Talk to each other. I don't get it. And then the last one that I'm going to talk about is number 5. 90% of interaction happening via text. I hate text messaging. I have one friend that I actually will deal with texting for, because that's just the way she likes to communicate, and we're best friends, and so I just deal with it. Everybody else, I'll text you, I'll shoot you a couple of lines, and then I'm done. I don't like text messaging. Do you want to know why I don't like text messaging? Because a lot of things that are extremely essential to communication get lost with text messages. Like, for instance, tone and inference. The way you say something says a lot about what you're saying. You can say I love you, and you can say I love you, I love you, I love you. I mean, you could just say it all these different ways, and they all mean something different. And so in text messaging, you can't detect tone. You don't know how the person's saying what they're saying, if they're saying it lightly, if they're saying it seriously. You just don't know. And because of human beings and us being very defensive by nature, we automatically shift to the negative, or they're saying this in a negative way. And so we interact and we react, and it's like, well, I didn't even really mean it that way. But because we're texting and you're reading what I'm saying and you're not hearing what I'm saying, you don't really know how I'm saying what I'm saying. And so I am not a super huge text messenger. I think it's a really crappy way to communicate with people. It's good for a quick, hey, where are you? I'm on my way, come outside, But actually having meaningful interactions over text message, it just doesn't work. So you really need to talk to people face to face. And so I really can't stand text messaging, and I think that's so true. And just dealing with people, and in this age of social media and technology and stuff, it's really, really challenging for someone like me, because I'm kind of old school when it comes to dealing with people. And so I don't really like the effect that Facebook and MySpace and Instagram and has had on our interactions with people. I don't like it. I just don't get it. And I saw something else too on Instagram where this person was saying, what did they say? Oh, it was Olivia Boss chick, it's kind of funny because some of those memes are really funny, but it said, I wish there was a way that I could delete my number out of someone's phone. And there is a way you can delete your number out of someone's phone. Tell them not to call you no more. It's super simple. Like, people, it's not hard. Like, just stop and tell the person, I don't want you to call me no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. That's not mean. I don't feel like that's a mean thing to say if you're being honest. If the person gets on your nerves, or, you guys, they just rub you the wrong way, or just whatever, I don't think it's very mean to tell that person. You want to know what? I don't think if there's anything positive that's going to come out of our interaction with each other, and so I'd appreciate it if you just didn't call me anymore. It's honest. It's tactful. And it affords that person the ability to say, okay, and so they're not wondering why they're messaging you or they're contacting you and you're just throwing them all kinds of shade. It's like, have some kind of compassion for that person and their time and their feelings, and just tell them, hey, you don't want to fool with them anymore. I mean, it's super, super simple. I don't understand why we overcomplicate human interaction. I don't get it. Like, I just don't understand why. And, like, sometimes I see this hashtag, a lot of people put no new friends, and I just don't understand that one either, because I love making new friends. I love interacting with people. I don't understand why someone would not want to interact with people. I feel like we are all, or as human beings today, we're all trying to find people that are exactly like us, think exactly the way we are, respond exactly how we respond to things. And to me, that is not fulfilling interaction, because if you have people around you that are just exactly like you, they do things the way you do, they think the way you do, you're not broadening your horizons, you're not opening your mind, you're not expanding, you're not seeing a different perspective or learning a new viewpoint. And so I don't understand why, you just want to just gravitate around these people that are just like you and they agree with you, and I don't get that. I don't understand why people don't want to meet new people and have these new experiences and learn something new and learn a new mindset and interact with a different personality. I really don't understand that, and so I just don't get it, and it really baffles me, and it kind of saddens me about dealing with things, because I think there are people out there that are like me, and you get frustrated because you're just like, I don't understand, like, I don't get it. And I had a friend of mine on Facebook, and she said, you know, making friends as an adult is really hard, and it is, and it really shouldn't be. There's people all over the place. There's people all around, and sometimes, you know, we see all these people, you know, oh, I'm lonely, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, they make these comments about how, you know, they don't have these, you know, friends or just whatever. And, you know, then you reach out to them, and this is what you get, is this vague, ambiguous exchange. It's like, who wants to deal with that? So if, you know, you're looking at your life and saying, well, I don't have any really quality friends or anything like that, look at yourself and see how you're dealing with people. And I'm not saying this because I don't have quality friends. I do have some really good friends. I have wonderful friends. I have some great people in my life, and I'm super thankful for them. But like I said, because I'm a people person and I love making new friends and making new interactions and dealing with new people, sometimes these things happen to me and I get really frustrated, and so I just don't understand it. And this is not for anybody in particular, so I am just talking out of, like I said, some of the things that I read online and just my own personal experience. I'm not taking a pot shot at anyone. If I had an issue with you, I would have said something to you personally, so please don't take it personal. For the people that actually really do know me. But anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I think I'm going to go watch a movie and fold some laundry and do the whole stay-at-home mom thing, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I hope you guys have a really great night, and hopefully I will see you with a video tomorrow if I'm not too lazy or too busy to record one. So good night.